Hey friends, welcome to eSports, your go-to for all things football. From wild transfer rumors to behind-the-scenes drama, we've got it all covered. Now let's jump into the news. And today, we're talking about one of the most electrifying players the game has ever seen, Diego Maradona. Not just a footballer, but a force of nature. Before Messi became the pride of Argentina, there was Diego. He didn't just play the game, he owned it. When Maradona touched the ball, the world held its breath. Short, stocky, left-footed, but unstoppable. In 1986, he delivered one of the greatest World Cup performances ever. He carried Argentina to glory, beating England with the most controversial goal in football history. And then, minutes later, scoring the greatest goal of all time, 60 yards, 5 defenders, 1 keeper, all left behind. That wasn't just football. That was Maradona's genius. Let's talk numbers and legacy. 345 club goals. 91 games for Argentina, 30 for goals. World Cup winner, 1986, runner-up 1990. Ballon d'Or, awarded the honorary Ballon d'Or in 1995. Voted FIFA's Player of the Century alongside Pele. He played with passion, with chaos, with beauty. Maradona didn't follow rules, he rewrote them. From Napoli to Buenos Aires, he was more than a player, he was a symbol. In Naples, he turned a struggling team into Serie A champions. Twice, to the people of southern Italy, Diego wasn't a foreigner, he was a savior. Statues, murals, stadiums, songs, they all still carry his name, but genius comes with a cost. Off the pitch, Maradona battled addiction, controversies, pressure. He was human, painfully so, flawed, vulnerable, chaotic, but that made people love him even more. Because he wasn't perfect, he was real. On November 25, 2020, the world stopped once again. Diego Maradona passed away aged 60 after a heart attack. Fans wept in the streets, Naples lit up with candles. Argentina declared 3 days of national mourning. Football lost a god, the world lost a soul who lived to fast and burn to bright. But Diego never really left us. He lives on, in every street kid with a worn-out ball. In every wild dribble that defies logic. In every player who plays with heart before rules. Maradona gave us joy. He gave us magic. And he gave us himself. And that gift, it'll never fade. So now we ask you, what's your Maradona moment? That 86 wonder goal, his Napoli days, the fire in his eyes. Tell us in the comments, we want to hear your story. Today, we're talking about a name that started it all, Pele. Not just a footballer, but the first global icon of the sport. Before Messi, before Ronaldo, before Maradona, there was Pele. He didn't just play football. He defined it. From the moment he stepped onto the pitch, it was different. At just 17, he lit up the 1958 World Cup, scored a hat-trick in the semi-final. 2 goals in the final, and helped Brazil lift their first ever World Cup. The world had never seen anything like it. Fast forward for years, injured in 62, but in 1970, he returned like a king. Led the greatest team of all time to glory, Brazil's 3rd World Cup, and became the only man in history to win it 3 times. Pele's stats. Out of this world, 1,281 career goals, yes, seriously. 3 World Cups, scored for Brazil 77 times, a record only recently matched by Neymar. Named Athlete of the Century by the IOC, honored by the UN for global peace efforts. He played with joy, with grace, with purpose. He wasn't just a player. He was football's first superstar. After retirement in 1977, Pele didn't fade away. He became a global ambassador for football, spoke at the UN, promoted peace. Even helped launch soccer in the US with New York Cosmos. He wasn't just loved in Brazil, he was celebrated everywhere. Kids in Africa, Asia, Europe, America. They all knew Pele. He was hope, he was pride. He was proof that greatness could come from anywhere. But even legends aren't forever. In his later years, Pele battled illness. Multiple surgeries, public appearances became rare. And in December 2022, the world stood still. Pele passed away at age 82, After a long fight with colon cancer, presidents, players, pop stars, fans, everyone paid tribute. Stadiums went silent, shirts were raised, and a whole sport mourned its king. But Pele's story didn't end there. He left behind a legacy bigger than football. He was the spark that lit the fire, the inspiration behind every kid with a dream and a ball. When Neymar equaled his Brazil goal record, his message was simple. Before Pele, football was just a sport. He made it art, and he was right. Pele might not be with us anymore, but his magic lives on, in every goal, in every celebration, in every young star who dares to dream, because before there were stars, there was Pele. And there will never be another like him. Now it's your turn. What's your favorite Pele memory? The 1970 World Cup, his smile after a goal, or the way defenders just couldn't touch him? Let us know in the comments. We read everyone. And if you felt this story, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to eSports for more stories that remind us why we love this game.